Kani kabje dujakashe.
Kani kabje dujakashe.
Dashirpati ajamilaha.
Dashirpati ajamilaha.
Nam nam nashta sadacharo.
Nam nam nashta sadacharo.
Dasya samsarga dushitaha.
Dasya samsarga dushitaha.
In the city known as Kanikupja, there was a Brahmana named Ajamila who married a prostitute maidservant and lost all his Brahminical qualities because of the association of that low-class woman. So now there is a narration in Bhagavatam of an instance. And what is the purpose of the narration? It's not an allegorical story. Many people think these are all allegorical. The place is also given. Kanyakupja. Even to this day the place is there. Kanyakupja. Also known as Kannauj. If you go to Kanpur, we can see this place. Place of Ajamila. So at that time this was very rare, such kind of thing. Therefore it is recorded. Today if you want to record such instance, you have to record 1 million in a day. Correct? Because very easily we see. So whole thing is association. Like yesterday night we were discussing, the only relation we have is with Krishna. We have no other relation. Okay? There is only one relation, which is truth, that I have with Krishna. Other relations are temporary. Every life they keep changing. There was the famous instance of Chitraketu. When Chitraketu had a son, by the blessing of sage Angira, he was very sad when the son died. At that time, Narada and Angira again came to instruct him. And just for the sake of further instructing him, Narada made the child alive. So at that time, the father Chitraketu and his wife, they ran towards the child. And my dear son, he says, which life? Okay? So this is actually a reality. Our real relationship is with Krishna. But somehow we have forgotten the relationship. And why we have forgotten? Because of association in the material existence. More and more we associate with the material desires, more and more we forget the reality. Just like more and more you go into darkness, more and more you cannot see the facts. Okay? In dark you can't see your hand also. Thick darkness. A different kind of darkness. Normal light goes in the, say, any day, but little you can see around, here and there, little light is there. Thick darkness means you can't see anything. Vishatam Tamishram. The Prahlad Maharaj says we are entering into thick darkness. That is the material nature today. Everybody is dragged into more and more thick darkness. And when you talk about the facts, that actually Krishna is your real master, you have only relationship, that is to Krishna. People can't understand what is he speaking. Like andhere mein kuch nahi dikhta. Right? We can't see anything. So this is the situation. So here the example is given of Ajamila. It's a very famous example. Ajamila was born to a priestly family. So very pious by birth. Good samskaras at home. Good training. Okay? Today Brahmana means just by birth. But here he was trained also. But he was not a pure devotee. Okay? You can say Kanishta Adhikari. And all qualities are manifest in him. So you can just say he was on the way to become Madhyama also. All wonderful qualities he had. All the people who used to know him used to really appreciate him. Young boy with all wonderful qualities. Very gentle, soft spoken, everything. है ना? Suddenly क्या हुआ? It happens in every house now. Children when they are born, they look so innocent, everything very nice. But something happens to them. And we know what happens to them. They start associating with women. They start associating with liquor, particularly in the teenage years. They start associating in movies. Correct? And then Nishtha Sadachara. They lose all their character. Nishtha Sadachara. There is no training. As age grows, these things will come. If there is a training, you will not be disturbed. But there is no training today. And so the people are destroyed. Nishtha Sadachara. Prabhupada says it's so important. Sadachara should not be lost. But today the reality is Nashta Sadachara. The person's character is fully destroyed. And what is the mistake he did? He thought nothing will happen to him. Just, he can associate with the scene where a man and woman are embracing each other. Today, this kind of things is so much common. Ajamila was trained in Brahminical culture. So he was a grihastha, young married boy. So we can also say he had a good brahmacharya training also. He had a good brahmacharya training. He was a young grihastha, already married on top of it. Okay? And in a house of a father who is very priestly, saintly, with all the assets, and it's a different age altogether. Just one situation where he saw man, woman embracing each other, he lost all his character, Nashta Sadachara. And he also wanted to live with that woman. Finally, he brought that woman home. Therefore, it's a husband of the prostitute. It's a joke actually. Okay? And he came with that woman home, and the wife and parents ran away, and he started living his life. So the point is this, that this kind of opportunity to cross a boundary exists even today. So we have to be very careful that we live with the protection. We live with the protection of the scriptures. We live with the protection of the acharyas. We live in the protection of the deities, holy name. We have to cultivate dependence on all these things. Just like you sit down and very nicely chant, take care with full concentration, hear the sound vibration. Don't have to think. There is nothing for the mind to do when you are doing japa. Japa is between you have to utter, as Acharya said, the sound vibration, and hear attentively. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. That's all you are supposed to do. When you do that, you develop dependence. One day, suppose for some reason you didn't chant in the morning, whole day you feel very suffocated. Correct? You're slowly developing dependence. But to the degree the effect is there, the more dependence will develop. Correct? If those in the beginning stages chant very nicely, at least they find the mind is washed. They feel very peaceful and mind is washed. At least that much you develop. Otherwise, sit and chant properly. That means you're not chanting properly. You're not hearing. At least, Nashta Prayeshu Padreshu Nityam Bhagavata Seva. That one should happen. Tada Rajas Tamo Bhava, all this should go away. But you chant still more nicely. You feel affection for the Lord. You feel the pleasure, happiness in the heart. Still better chanting. So more and more dependence is developed to the degree you chant nicely. Correct? The Lord is Akhila Rasa Amrita Sindhu. He is ready to give you unlimited pleasure. He is the source of all pleasure. And Abhiratvam Nama Namina, there is no difference between the name of the Lord and Lord Himself. Correct? For us there is a difference between us and our name. But there is no difference between the Lord and His holy name. So what you will get when you meet Krishna, same thing you will get when you meet the holy name. Correct? Like we have coward boys are playing with Krishna, same, you also chant, no? Very attentively. Same pleasure. You will feel unlimited pleasure. Like they were feeling, what they are feeling at the end of the day. They feel unlimited pleasure. What Mother Yashoda feels when playing with Krishna, unlimited pleasure. There is no difference between the holy name and Krishna. So chant very attentively. True, joining pastimes of the Lord is a great fun. But the Lord is, this is Purna Shuddha. What is the glorification of the holy name? Purna Shuddha. Locate. Okay? So there is the holy name of the Lord is extremely actually that I know, Abhinato Nama Namina, the full verse. Try to locate. Okay? So this is the very glorification. Holy name of the Lord is very, very special. So person should take advantage. So develop dependence on the holy name. Similarly, we can develop dependence on the deities. We keep looking at the deities, keep praying to the deities. We develop dependence. I have not taken darshan today. There was a personality, who used to eat after seeing Lord Rama. He will not eat before that. And Lord Rama's time. So Lakshmana told Lord Rama, see, whenever you go over to the kingdom, this fellow starves. He doesn't eat for so many days. So Lord Rama said, my God, so much dependence on seeing. He gave him the deity which he had at his home of Rama Lakshman, which is already there. So that is also another way. You can develop dependence, correct? So then you don't live without seeing the deities. I have not taken darshan for such a long time. Everything will give you reciprocation and nourishment, and you become dependent. Just like when you eat something very nice, you feel so refreshed. Next day you're thinking, where is that? I want to eat that. I felt so refreshed. Correct? Because you're very gross. We sometimes ate some very nice dish. Next day we're thinking, if I can eat that, you feel so much pleasure. So develop spiritual dependence. Then similarly, we can develop dependence on the scripture. Correct? We hear the information coming from the spiritual world, all perfect. There's information about Krishna. Why do people read newspaper? Because they want information on material world. Finally, it's an information. This is about material world. People want to stay in the material world. So Prabhupada says, Karmis read newspapers, devotees read Bhagavatam. How do you know a person? You have to know him by taste. Just like a tamasic man, he eats meat. Rasic man, he eats chili thing. Sattvic man, he eats sattvic food. Correct? Fresh. We can know a man what he is. You cannot say, I'm eating meat and I am sattvic. No, you are tamasic. You are an animal. You are lower than an animal. Correct? You are what you eat. So similarly, we can know by the taste developed. Devotee means he has developed eagerness to hear about Krishna. That is the first qualification of a devotee. He is very eager to hear about Krishna. Whenever he gets times, he is reading about Krishna. He develops taste to hear about Krishna. That is a devotee. Otherwise, we are trying to become devotee. Actually, honestly speaking, we are trying to become devotee. Vaishnava is a very big thing. We are trying to become. And Prabhupada says that is the first qualification of somebody who is fit to enter the spiritual world. Eagerness to hear about Krishna, because the rest will follow automatically. Correct? First you hear, then you speak, then you think, then you worship. First is hearing. So eagerness to hear about Krishna, everything will start. You go look at it, the shloka. What is the shloka? Purna Shuddha is completely pure, the holy name of the Lord. Nama Chintamani Krishna, it's like Chintamani. Anybody touches? The Prabhupada says in the purport, the holy name is so sweet. You start, you become a devotee. Therefore, without knowing, we can make people devotees. Without their even conscious plan. How many people have planned to become devotee? Nobody. Just like how many people gave that joke. How many people want to become drunkard? Nobody. But the friends slowly trick them and make them into drunkard. कुछ नहीं होगा यार. थोड़ा health के लिए भी अच्छा होता है. Somehow they trick them and then they make them a drunkard. Correct? Because you want some friends. No, they say you can't drink alone. You want to drink with some friends. Then there is the fun. Because they go crazy. They will speak nonsense. They want some people to be there along with them. Correct? You not see anybody go to drinking alone. They carry some friends with them. So similarly for us also same. Chanting Hare Krishna alone is not a fun. If some few people are there, it's very nice. But how do you make people get into chanting Hare Krishna? Tell no, कुछ नहीं होगा यार, तो just chant little. नहीं यार तेरी तरह नहीं बनना है मेरे को, मैं ऐसा धोती वोती पहन के नहीं कर सकता. कौन बोला तेरे को? अच्छा है, ये तो एक माला जप कर, तो मन को शांति मिलता है. Just tell like that as people start chanting. And once they start chanting, they become devotees. It's a trick. Chanting includes kirtan. Chanting doesn't mean japa only. They come regularly for kirtan. They become devotees. Without their plan, they had no plan to become devotee. They become devotees. True, if the atmosphere is powerful, it is very, very effective. Like in Prabhupada times I was reading, even before entering the temple, the atmosphere is just so thick because the great Acharya was present. The devotion was so intense that people before entering used to know, if I go inside, everything is over. My material life is over. They used to not come out only, just stay there. No, I can't go out of this place. Once they used to. We can make, anything can be made so beautiful. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. People used to see him, used to become devotee. Just seeing him. And then the person who used to see that person used to become devotee. And person who used to see that person who has seen Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to become devotee. And you can go on. It was like a magical effect. But Lord Chaitanya was there. So same way, the movement can have effect. The whole thing is how much we are surrendering to the process of Krishna consciousness. How much humbly we are taking shelter of the Krishna's lotus feet. We can also become Chintamani. Chintamani in the sense of, Chintamani is like a stone. You touch to something, it becomes gold. It exists, but you don't have it today. Okay? So same way, anything can be turned, anybody can be turned into a devotee, provided become an instrument in the hand of the great Acharya. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha is full of all pleasures. Then Purna Shuddho, then Purna Shuddho Nitya Mukta. It is fully pure and always liberated. It is not ordinary sound vibration. Therefore, even reading the words of the great Acharya, that is also not ordinary sound. It's like a mantra. Just hear submissively. What you are seeing, you cannot see anything. So anyway, so coming back to the shloka, so Ajamila, what happened? We're talking about our dependence. So we have developed dependence. Even prasadam. Those who regularly eat prasadam once and they've developed dependence there. Once you give them bhoga, they feel very suffocated. They feel whole consciousness disturbed. You develop dependence, correct? So with that way we develop dependence. You understand, not understand, these are the only things we should associate with. As you keep associating with these things, what happens? The holy name, the Shastra, the devotees, just like devotees develop dependence. Among devotees, they feel so happy, blissful. We meet one karmi, we should feel suffocated. Full of material desires. Just like fish market में ऐसा ना बदबू, ऐसी बदबू आती है उनके दिल से. Full of material desires. True? So we develop asat sanga tyaga, e vaishnavachara. Apart from these things, don't associate with anything. That is called asat sanga tyaga. Then you will advance spiritually. Otherwise, you are taking risk. Ajamila, one wrong desires, life got spoiled. You pick up a newspaper, so many material desires, life will get spoiled. Be very careful. It's like serpent. Poison is there. The serpent bites you, death immediately. So all this actually in the material world, anything outside this is like serpents. You are going into a dangerous area. Suppose you walk to some area, some serpents are there. Isn't it dangerous? You have to be very careful. You have to be careful or not. One wrong step, pat, will kill you. So similarly, the material world is padam padam yat vipadamana tesha. Every step there is danger. We are not talking about physical danger, material danger. Devotee should not be bothered about even death. That is external. What he is bothered about is falling prey to Maya like Ajamila fell down. That is scared and he knows I am capable. I am very small. Easily I will be swallowed by Maya if I am not careful. Correct? So it's very careful because this world is infected with all rajas and tamas, with intense illusion. The world is affected. Correct? And I can easily again get into illusion. Somehow by good fortune I have understood. Let me serve Krishna. My life will be successful. And I have taken shelter. The Lord has been so kind to me that He has manifested Himself in these ways in front of me. Holy name, prasadam, deity, these are Shastra, devotees. These are all different manifestations of the Lord only. Okay, na? And within that I feel so happy and blissful. Somehow I got a hope now in my life. I can do something. I can reach Krishna's lotus feet. So I should be very careful that stay within this association. And I should be very, very careful. Padam padam yat vipadam na tesham. Samashita ye padapallava padam mahat padam purna yasho murare. Bhavam buddhi vassa padam param padam 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 yat vipadam na tesham. Every step there is danger in this world. The devotee should be very, very, very careful. Bhayam duti anuvet shat ishad apatyasya vritihi. It says that devotee is fearful that if he thinks about, if he says anything, not Krishna. For a pure devotee, Mahabhagavata, there is nothing but Krishna. But we are not in that platform. He sees anything, he sees Krishna. A Mahabhagavata sees the beautiful girl, that he sees Krishna only. Krishna's son. Everything, actually, he knows he is in an experience, but actually behind everything is Krishna. I am seeing a tree. That's an experience I am having. When sensor interact with a sense object, I am getting an experience. There is a tree. But behind everything is Krishna. Stavara jangama deke deke natara murti sarvatva hoy ishtadeva spurti. Correct? Just like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, rasoham apsukonteya. You drink water, it's me. So that's a realization of a Mahabhagavata. Everything he sees Krishna. We are not in that position. We should not artificially imitate. We have to segregate asat sanga tyaga. We cannot say, ab to paramhams ho gaye, jo kuch bhi chalta. No. Always, if you are a devotee, if you are a sincere devotee, always you should be fearful. Just like, suppose you want to stay healthy. Okay? At this stage, we get affected. Just like people are very careful what water we are drinking. When you go on a pilgrimage, pehla bottle haath mein. Previously, it was a mark of an NRI. NRI comes to India, bottle in a hand. Now it's everybody does that because water is contaminated everywhere. Previously, water was so pure you could drink with your hand, even from a river. Nothing will happen. But today, we have also polluted and we have also lost our resistance also. We used to drink tap water. Kahan Bisleri tha pehle? So everybody used to drink tap water. Now it has become this thing. Various reasons. So anyway, because you will easily fall. Aren't you careful what water you are drinking? Huh? If you drink any water, what will happen then? Gone. One mistake. I remember one trip, last trip in Vrindavan. I was so careful. I was healthy. One mistake. Last day, we went for came back. We were very hungry. Parikram, Vrindavan Parikram. And there was paratha and lassi. The lassi I drank over. Throat infection and cannot do anything now. Oh, suffer. So similarly, Ajamila was very pious, everything nice, but he thought he can drink any water. And he got sick. Nothing will happen. It will happen. Because I am conditioned, correct? You are very careful what food you are eating. You should be very careful water. Because you are in an infected place, there are germs here. But there are some people who nothing affects them. They can eat anything. Correct? There are some people. That is, take an example like Paramahamsa. Any situation doesn't affect. Haridas Thakur is sitting and chanting. A beautiful girl comes, sent by the what is the person who sent the girl? Anyway, somebody sends him Ramachandra Khan. He sends him a beautiful girl to entice him. Haridas Thakur was a Muslim by birth, but he chanted every day 192 malas of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. He was very popular. Whole town used to come to pay him obeisance and go. So this person who was a head, Jamindar Dev, got envious. What is this man? Meri Atmat manate jagat. Maya pakhandi, wo bhi pakhandi hoga meri tarah. Correct? Everybody feels like that. So he must be just making a show. He's like me only. So he sent a prostitute to show to the world he's like me. Because he was running behind prostitute. Haridas Thakur is not affected. For him, he's like a person को कोई भी पानी दे तो कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. कुछ लोग है ना, रेलवे स्टेशन उतरते हैं वो पानी पीते हैं, ट्रेन में पीते हैं पानी ट्रेन का. हम तो छुए भी नहीं, कुछ नहीं होता उनको, पता नहीं लोहे जैसा पेट. Many people. Train where you're seeing railway station outside, they drink nothing. Some people. So I'm just giving an example. I'm not advising that. So same way for Haridas Thakur, nothing happened. 3 nights he sat in front of him. He was chanting. She was doing one pose like this. Keep doing. No use. So unless we come to that stage, don't artificially imitate that. So that's what we do. That is why Ajamila fell down. Nothing will happen to me. I am a Brahmana. Kya chal raha hai? Dekh liya. Giro, thought, fell down and finished. Nishtha Sadachara, lost all his qualities. So it's very important because Yesham tu antagatam papam jananam punya karmana tedu ahandan mohan nirmuktam bhajante maam tirinavartaha. Prabhupada says if you lose your Sadachara, your doors to Krishna is also closed. Over. You cannot. Therefore, very strictly we should follow the regulated principles because Krishna will close his door. Bhad jaisa hota na kabhi mandir ke darwaje band hai. You think like that. What is wrong? I can drink little, I can smoke little, and I can still be devotee. Yeah. You go to temple, darwaje bhad band ho jayenge. You cannot enter. Correct? So the pleasure of chanting, the pleasure of the shastra, all this pleasure will be gone once you break the regulated principles. Darwaje band. बाहर बैठो बस खटखटाते रहो दरवाजे नहीं खुलने वाले. So we should be very careful that Krishna has been kind, Acharyas has been very kind and given us admittance to the house of bhakti where little we are able to taste the pleasure. Very strictly we should follow the rules and regulations. Otherwise we lose the mercy. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srimad Bhagavatam ki.